Hey guys, Xander Holt here, and this is part 3 of my video series on using porn to enhance your sex life rather than causing you erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, delayed ejaculation, all of which it can do if you're addicted to it, like it did to me. But that has to do with porn addiction, not porn itself. Now, if you are addicted to porn, you definitely need to make sure you watch part 1 and part 2 of this series, particularly part 2, because the tips in this video will not work for you if you are addicted to porn. And I want you to keep in mind right from the bat, porn is not required to be an amazing lover. Okay, this is just for guys who want to learn how to use porn to their advantage. But your need for porn is zero when it comes to being an amazing lover. But with that in mind, for those who want to learn, here's my tips. First of all, number 1, don't watch porn alone. Okay, only watch it with your woman or your partner. And along those lines too, don't press for it. You can request it. Hey babe, you want to watch some porn? That's fine, but don't keep pushing and pushing and pushing for it. That's just going to turn her off. If she brings it up, yeah, go for it. First of all, pay attention to the type of porn she likes. Okay, and then as you're watching it, pay attention to her arousal levels. What's turning her on? Even ask her, I highly recommend, is that turning you on? What's turning you on about that? Learn as much as you can, because that'll help you be an even better lover, an amazing lover for her. Because what will happen a lot of times is that in a relationship, particularly a long-term monogamous relationship, not only will sex frequency start dissipating, but you won't even talk about sex, and a lot of these deep desires, these primal sexual desires, never get discussed. And porn and watching porn, it can be an effective way to uncover that, okay? But the same goes for you too. If she's asking you what's turning you on, you need to be honest about that, or you'll never have the sex life you want. Even if it's something that you think that is going to turn her off, or she might even think's disgusting, if it turns you on, you need to be honest about it. You can even volunteer it, even if she doesn't even ask you. Let her know, because that's a bold man right there that will speak his sexual truth, his desires. And then you'll get the sex life that you really want. I've got a really powerful story about that in my own life and how this turned around and what it did for my sex life, but it's way too sexually explicit to include in this video. So I'm going to make a second video. You can go to our free Facebook group, Rock Hard for Life, and join, and you'll see that part 2 video where I'll discuss that. Also, when you're watching these videos together, pay attention to any scenarios that you think would be fun to recreate, or any kind of role playing, and incorporate that into your sex. Also, there's a lot of variety between pornography videos. Most of them are crap, and they're not going to give you a whole lot of great ideas. But there's a few that I like a lot, like Susan Bratton's Steamy Sex Ed video series. She's a sex educator. I love her work. And that education series is called Sex Ed, but it's really a series of porn videos of couples having just amazing sex with all kinds of ideas. So it's a great thing to watch with your woman, because you'll get a lot of ideas from it. There's also a couple of websites. There's Bellesa.co, that's Bellesa.co, which is created by women, and it has both softcore and hardcore. And there's Deeper.com, also run by a couple of women, much more hardcore, but you get into all these different kinds of scenarios, and they're very well produced. But don't shy away from hardcore. You know, women are way, way more sexual than most guys think. And like for Pornhub, you know, twice as many women are searching for rough sex than men are searching for rough sex, according to Pornhub. So don't think it has to be all nice and sweet. You know, women like it rougher a lot of times, and I'll talk about that in other videos. But the other thing I would say is that if you are having porn addiction problems and you get back into this and you find it's re-triggering it, either abstain again, or if you can't get these porn scenes out of your head, say like when you're masturbating, first of all, there's a couple things you can do. Redirect the porn scene. Make it different in your head, like you're the director. And you are always the star too. The sex is happening to you. You are not a spectator. Porn turns you into a spectator. Make it happen to you. And the other thing that could be super powerful, and I'll talk about this in another video, is turn the lights out on your porn fantasy. In other words, instead of seeing that same damn porn scene over and over again in your head, turn the lights off and just feel the porn scene in your imagination. Feel it, not see it. That does amazing things, which I will talk about in a whole separate video. All right, that's my video on using porn to your advantage. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want more explicit content, go to our free Facebook group, Rock Hard for Life, and watch part 2 of this video. Go out and be a beast.